Good afternoon, YouTube. This is EconK88, and I'm just into South Toledo on the other side of downtown, and this place is called the Park Hotel, and it's pretty much a derelict building. This is one of the finer, not so finer parts of Toledo, I guess. But this was an operating business until not too long ago. The hotel part of it was pretty much rooms by the week or by the month. But yeah, it was more or less a flop house, and the downstairs they had like a nightclub and a restaurant that were both here for many years. But what the point of this video is that these downtown homers, they keep talking about how great everything is downtown. This is literally not much more than a good shout away from downtown. And yet, not a peep about this from the newspaper, not a peep about this from the folks in the warehouse district, and all the other various homers throughout Toledo.
Look how much more glass has been removed since last time.
Yeah, actually, I think you can just walk right in here. So, we're going inside. The person that you hear speaking is a YouTube friend of mine. Lifelong Toledoan, and he has some good opinions about what's wrong with Toledo as well, and hopefully he'll voice some of those opinions during this video. But it's definitely a historical building. How old would you guess this building is?
See, back to the 1910s, 1920s.
Wow, so just about 100 years old, maybe even a little older than 100. So the Toledo Blade decided to run a few stories about my YouTube page this week, which was somewhat interesting. Oh, the back door is just wide open too. Kind of surprised more of the metal scrappers and various types of folks have not been in here to boost some of these things in here that might still be worth a few pennies. Like that exit sign, and oh, they have been in here to strip off the electrical stuff.
Yeah, there's been some copper cutting. That's about it. Oh man.
Some of this building might be at teardown status at this point, wouldn't you think so?
Getting closer.
I mean, my question is to some of you folks, now that I know that many of you are aware of my YouTube page, feel free to comment. Why aren't you over here jumping up and down about adding apartments and building things for yuppies and upwardly mobile folks to move downtown or close to downtown? Because we are literally minutes, not even minutes, seconds away from downtown here.
Wow.
Can we get upstairs?
Look at that. Big access points.
Oh yeah. So, you know, if anything, this is a place where guys that are down in their luck and homeless, if you want to call it that, can go and find some shelter out of the rain at least. We're going upstairs. If you're up here, we're harmless. Just announce yourself so we don't get surprised by your presence. That probably won't end well for you. I remember a friend of mine's dad lived here years ago.
This is all slate we're stepping on.
Yeah. How many floors was it? 3?
Probably. 3. Yeah, I see the ceiling.
Again, if you're in here, just announce yourself. We're not going to bother you. We're just taking a look. Yeah, they've even picked all the locks off the doors. Oh, there's locks on that one.
Wanton destruction here, just destroying sinks.
But this was basically what this place was just one-room apartments.
They had sinks.
There was some type of story when they did close this place. I think it was for sanitary reasons, that they didn't have enough. The plumbing was too outdated, or I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. But again, we're just off of Broadway. We're near the train station.
Every room's the same.
Yep. This is exactly, it seemed like, actually the room seemed a little bit larger when I was in here years ago to visit my friend's dad with him. But this could definitely be turned into lofts or apartments and that sort of thing, don't you agree?
Yeah, there's a whole wing down there.
Oh, there's a whole nother floor. Yeah, this is a large place.
Full of the wings. We're only on floor 2.
Kind of surprised we haven't crossed paths with somebody in here. Again, if you're in here, we're not police. We're not here to harm you. We're just looking around. So just announce yourself and we'll call it a truce. Twerk at Obama. That's cool. So now we're going to head up to the 3rd floor. But again, how about Toledo Blade, Mr. Nolan Rosenkrantz? You like to write articles about me. How about doing an article about this? Mr. Tom Troy, Toledo's political reporter. How about you write an article about this? Mr. Steve Steele, since they're asking you for answers for all of Toledo's problems, why don't you come up with some solutions for this? Where you at, bud? Oh, over there, okay.
Must have been something waving in the wind.
You know, let's go up to the 3rd floor. And there's like a dresser in there. Let's go up to the 3rd floor. I got about 3.5 minutes left on this video.
Right. Structurally, this is very sound. There's a lot of concrete used in this construction.
So what was that one point that you mentioned to me once before about how that these folks, it's not just that they don't want to see, I forgot exactly how you put it. I thought it was pretty good the way you put it.
I've been banned from enough places to understand it's not that the cheerleaders, as I call them, want to get you unseen by themselves. They want everyone to stop listening to you. The best way to do that is just basically get you banned.
Yeah, that's what's good about YouTube. And
it's been amazing. I've been banned off of places where people were able to actually turn me off individually. That wasn't good enough.
here's a shower room. This ought to be interesting. Actually, there are no showers in here. A lot of dressers in here. I see desks, quite a few desks. So yeah, folks, all of my critics, whoever you are, I don't really care what you think about these videos. These videos are reality. And if that bothers you so much, then just don't watch them. But if you think that you're going to stop me from posting the truth online or anywhere else, you're not. This is the Toledo that a lot of folks don't want to admit exists. And I know it does exist, and that's what these videos are about, to show everyone else that they exist. You know what's a shame is this place probably provided a lot of low-cost shelter to folks that just couldn't afford otherwise. You know, seniors or retirees that don't have much income.
That's another thing.
Just other working poor. No, they don't want to talk about that. They all think everybody lives in Yuppieville, and that's just not reality. I mean, really, if they just scrape the walls and put some new paint on here, this floor is as solid as a rock. Actually, this floor is like, what is that, marble? Concrete?
Concrete under here. This is a laid floor. You see the individual tiles that are put across. So they would have just laid down some sort of little rock, and they swept it until it was flat.
What's that, like a storage heater vent, or what is that? Oh, like water?
There's a tub in here.
Really? Let's get a look at that. Oh yeah, so they each had their own little individual bathroom, or some of them did. So this is like a real efficiency apartment. Again, if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. I mean, a lot of parts of the world, I've been to China several times, and hell, there's a lot of people that would be more than happy to have this kind of living space available to them.
Well, they would just move in and make this place livable.
So here's a window that's just completely removed.
The ceiling isn't stable.
That's it for this one.